Atachin kot missing chitab kalenjin naman ko ketesiet neigere en inguni ko nebo Cast TV. Lekibwane en oret noton nebo agenge en agenge. Bwat kole maibo kamung'et en tai ko amun tor kemiten studioitab raini ak MP noton nebo Emurua Dikirr ine ko Johana Ngeno nekakomuch koit studio en betut noton nebo raini. Karibu sana mheshimiwa en ketesiet noton nebo Cast TV.
Asante kabisa.
Kongoi amun en tokset kora nekemuch iyan en very short notice ikano tugun. Ngetaunen ano mheshimiwa, ngetaunen en inguni testai en emet ole en inguni komiten emetab Kenya laitoriat King Charles Kerigo chepyosenyin anan Queen Camilla ako mongot koimi betutab amut en komosta noton nebo kotab boror komiten amitwogik choton chebo lang'at ole koimuch komwa president kole en emetab Kenya kochang biik chemekurengen laitorinik anan kingpins kobaten kole en inguni ongimung'in miten kityo king agenge noton neyanat. Inde akono noton mheshimiwa igere ile konyoru attention nebo konunetab emet kone kole mi ng'alek chekotesetai en ground olin. Kotokobwoti biik kole uo mara ng'alekab tuguk chemengechen kobaten kakotoi kele kokoit barak ako kokonat.
Netai amache ale kongoi ak amache akat bororietab kalenjin neui tugul ele mi. Nebo oeng amache ale ngeng'olole nguni komi king nebo Britain emenyon kotakomi kokanyo rutoito nekobo betusiek karibu 3-4. Rutoinyin ko kobo kitaifa, it's a national state event, state reception nekobo inegen. Rutoinyinet kora ko panganutik chechang angen ale kokobo serikali ako zaidi kokohusikani ak tuguk che kerchingei serikali kole nyolu ketindoi uhusiano anan ko uhusiano nebo kibagenge en emetab Kenya ak Britain. Ak zaidi kora ko ng'alekab ripsetab kalyet amun ingen ile mi asikarik chechang chebo Britain chemiten Kenya. Nebo oeng ko ng'alekab biashara, mung'arosiek cheting'engei emetab Britain ak Kenya. Nebo somok ko tugun kora chekikere kele muche kotindo interest Britain koyai en Kenya. For example, panganutik chebo tesetab tai nebo bandab tai kou meng'otosiek anan teksosiek chekikuren railway city neteche a new city en taonit nempya en mbaretab railway. Ako taonit nempya komiten orit tukosiek chempya kabisa chemuche at some point kokakorok komuche kou biik tugul chemiten the main Nairobi city koba yoto amun city nempya nekindoi karisiek karibu miten mbaretab karisiek karibu 250. Ko en mbarani kiteche town, kiteche railway lines, so transport system chebo town, modern transport system. Aketech kora korik chenekit 5,000 houses. So en biik chemoche komeng'is en yoto, you know, in cities cheechen, especially in western countries, komenye biik town. Nato residential areas ichu kikere en outskirts chebo town ko en major cities ko kimeny biik within town. Sikomong'u chito kwo tukosiek kwalis anan kwo kapkasi akawek konyin nemakotindoi mekoinkoreni issues chebo transport ak etc. Ko town inoto city noto keteken karibu for around 500 billion Kenya shillings. Ko that is one of the issues chekonyo kokere King George chebo
King Charles
chebo teksetab that is an investment between the Kenyan government ak serikalitab Britain. Akis kora kotindo interest nebo biik chemiten Kenya che leo ko meng'ik chekibo Britain chekimawek. Ingen mbarenik leo chemiten Laikipia, Naivasha, chemi areas cheu Nanyuki, meng'ik chechang kobo emetab Britain chekimatawek kingenyoru koloni amun kiyango kowal nenywan ko have dual citizenship biikab Kenya at the same time ko biikab Britain. And then of course other issues chechang ki mara kotiengei kora mara ko ng'ololjindos ak emetab Kenya en ng'alekab mbarenik chemiten. Ingen ile kitindoi mbarenik chechang chetakooneni the British government anan ko British citizens in form of lease. Cheu kapchainishek eleo chumiten alak Kiambu, miten alak Kericho, mi alak Bomet, mi alak Nandi. Ko agenge en issues chechang amun ingen le chai choton nguni kotakoroneni the British most of the citizens chebo Britain. Ak ibe chai choton komi in a state netom kikoin what we call value addition. Sikoring kialdo kubune Kenya ak konyor rabinik Kenya che amotin. So those are the discussions young on ko testa. Kugomo alelen in ko ma genyoru opportunity alak ke ngeti na mon kutienge kazi ya wale chikitendai mara zaita ko mi na serious interest saidi in issues yomi. Anubuchanane ko mi bichichi ko abwati kiti alelen in ko yomege ana yomege konyor ako akasitan komondo ko age konyor in real issues apart from of course ingel interest chebo emet ko bororiet ko kosir interest chebo communities. Anubuchanane ko akasitan yonga ko interest chebo bororiet chebo emet ke ngalalen kora interest chebo communities ana ko bororiet. And one of the interests chekwo chakasita tangwendi chichi koibe ko mostly issues che usikone ko mbareni chu leases chu kitindai Kericho, Nandi, Bomet, ageria isi ala kimite Central Province. Kele kapjaini chu oneni bichu ana chu temisi bichu en yoto akubute chai ko iba kolanda bitonin ba kyaldo ne bitonin ak che value addition en bitonin. Kone keljin nenyoru biikab Kenya especially chebo areas choto chemite jaicho. So that is one of the fundamental issue ne kwa mache discuss na ngele katome ka nguindi kingine ko report ne amat ko ko talk ngala parliament nebo Britain kele how do we have a joint venture sigure ngo benefit ni chuminde ne mite Britain ko benefit na gene in mu Africa ne mite Kericho ak Bomet ak Nandi ak Kiambu. Enja jaramun chai ju maguma ke balu na magumache ke ngalalen issues to do with ke lebi choto go anden we joba kinge no bokora ke le mara site ke management issues ke tinye issues ngalega management say that marago ko temene bi gora eleu gere legiran ndo governments ko in most of the cases ko mara management issues ko inde ngwe amona da igero timbara ne ki mi bi chota ko baga ko ke mismanagement iger ochigi batu ko chigi bana kigose ne to ngumiten ko ta ko management ko management lakini tagi haven what we call a joint venture sigure ngo benefit ne bijun ke benefit ne yageje to nyolu yonji ngele counties yemiten chaijo amun igere nguno ne Masai Mara ulino ko most of the hotels almost all the hotels are owned by foreigners. Either Java Britain, Java US, Java Japan, Java China, Java Israel, etc. Lakini we release njibara ni che meeting in hotels jata. But ngojutu ju meeting mulango ke toxin. Kulipa ni Java gate fee. Orobi ni kimatute. Ngoito hotel ke charge ni Java bed fee. Ngomangu kuba kugere tiyongi ke charge ni Java tiyongi kuba kugere tiyongi. So aho koter ko liban agine ora taxes in airport koter kora ko liban in tukungisha so guringumondo kunyoru rabinik ke jang counties ak kunyoru the national government rabinik ke jang che ame kora ne counties ak en tukuk che majiraja. But when you look at chai chu kibute in these states chupo multinationals ku manyuru giljin counties. In fact, in Itebi le nyuru ne county engapja ne occupy ne garishek 10,000 and whatever amount of land. maito 100 million every year. While mbaret nekiten mi Masai Mara kungobeku kenyit ko ka collecten county over 6 billion. 6 billion Kenya shillings. Chesiro jonge konu en national government amun rabinik kiyoki Bomet ko mara ko 4 billion 5 billion en jombo the division of revenue. Lakini jenyoru county netindo Masai Mara ana ko netindo Amboseli ana ko ne Chumba Samburu kunyoru over 6 billion every year due to the collections nebo revenues of taxes chebo chumbek. Ko kitam ngolole mbesho alen giange ngolole MCS chebo Kericho chebo Bomet alenji why can't we do a legislation number county kele ngot ko ile ke raise ndo in list chebo mbarenik ana I mean those rates changilibani en mbaret kila kenyit. Ngot ko ile kimuche ke renegotiate na bichu en ngalekab lease sikor kenai kele kinyoru siling ata en mbarani. Amun teres kora ele kokiteki hotel yosinye Masai Mara ku lease kora nebo either county government ana ko individuals en mbarani kokiteki. So liboni lease kora every year ter. Kotabala kitanda ne konyoru chito keliboni ter. Kotabala gate ele kochutu chuminde konyoru kere tiongi kuliboni ter. Kotabala game drive kuliboni ter. Ako tugul kotindo county a big share in every deductions yakakimaken. Kukialini ne biju kali amonge agree as county governments and this one has to be a serious discussion in nyolo kongalalen senate agoba kongalalen MCS. Kele in every kilo nebo chaja namong namun you know I was doing some comparative analysis all in chepyoso chujo chuoldo ngwe ngene ndonyo isi chuoldo nyanyik chuoldo cabbage chuoldo bande kumiro vini kitaxen county isn't it?
Yes,
says chigetile mara 50 shillings agunia than 100 shillings and 200 shillings
20 every day
anagele 20 every day rori she chuibe bande ke oret kinyoru ko kinde beria oret why amungi magetile ngena kele kuniu ata chitindo en garini and then ingot ko 1 sack 100 shillings ketile kuniu ke lo en garini. Those are commercial activities. Now chai jumongwe gapjana ke commercial activities. Kaliangan gingengele pendi chai ju ko kyoldo ako from for example good go Kericho for example kyoldo 1 kilo ana kyolin 1 kg chebo private tea owners kyoljinen mara 30 shillings a kilo. Ko kesho mengele okot ngomite kapchain inoto ngot ko multinationals ko mara ko 30 shillings yes. Lakini gurugumure Mombasa lebo keyachinen auction ko siling ata a kilo. It is over 200 around 250 shillings per kilo. From 30 shillings to 250 shillings per kilo. Okotom kiyochi any serious value addition. Kurgubo kiyochi value addition anye asikyalda in Britain kekure Lipton tea ana kekure whatever kind of tea. Kuko kiyochi tukuk ngishane. Akobo kyoldo kora beit age ne ter nekuri nibore kera kilo kongolole ngale kimokimwa. So my question was ngot kubo kwoldo jiji Mombasa 250 per kg. Kuni ndoko kingolole ngile ngap ka 30 shillings en ireyu. Ketil weche in county a kilo even 20 shillings per kilo. Siko 50. Kukur kuite Mombasa ngoba kwoldo 250 kukur konem transport kungetin at least karibu 150 shillings by kg che profit. What is wrong in Dotile County 20 shillings per kg namangu atatani je kimongu in estate kila betu che mondo ako nam kityo county konde way bridge every gate exit gate nabo kapjaen ngonyo goti je rori goride ni kityo kole tanishek ata rorini akisto teawit kunget chebo chai kemurit kele kiloishek ata chekamanda en yon ako reflecten en office of governor finance department kele kamanda rorini neloe tanishek kiten kole chebo chai siling ata ko 20 shillings per ton. In the end of the year kumuche collecten county nebo Kericho alone not less than 3 billion. Through that one, not less than 3 billion. That 3 billion, koe tuku kima kimo. Teje sipitali, teje ordinwe, teje sukuli kima kimo. Imujo tuku lo scholarships abroad. But you see what we are doing now. King tepiki tosiki lele na kile engineer in multinationals iju ko CSR. CSR kupo only 50 million in a whole year and in a lifetime. that is not something you know, that is a discussion ndako wakichop ki craften komie
ani mheshimiwa mngemwa ile korongal kora ki MCS amun mu ko chamwa tutik MCS asikomukomuk tabaten tanguri toino kora mengi kole uono kwe konan obole ngomian osisike anan otau topikit neu noton akopiken komie kabisa kele kimoche kakeme kun au osisike konan kole bichu anan nan ko momi en kibagenge anan nan ongalale bichu turonjin tukal chiteter
problems yemi ko nekitang somok. Problem number 1 ko ngohaven bichu discussion na ko bichu multinationals yo ngome ne ko boisien gide wore divide and rule. You get it? Igere bulono gilele ne na ot koron ko ime masinishek kumakimwanye mana lakini kukosi bichu ngole this is a serious talk. Kiboisien right divide and rule. Kurilo kage picken some people kongalala against that idea. Get divided big or only bare gere ko with something well it dies off. Now okay bare picking this topic ele me myself I believe or ndongu negoreisen amun MCAs are allowed by law to chop legislation never levies revenue collection. They are allowed. There is only a standard number we see let's manually see this amount but the law allows them kulle kimaje reason revenue chekitile ngwe chekitile bande chekialdo jambo commercial chekitile ni ngut kitile zikiriye den oret iwe age ko til ses kulli amogitile zichuminde den oret ko til age what is the problem? Tell me what is the problem? Yeah mo lamet gurgitu jambo lamet ku janyo ge bi manieno lieb kilkilio way bridges. Let's talk about products chebo commercial use chebo kyoldo chebo mong embomet chebo mong ingirijo okay go jida receipt sukuru ngumi oret ulingu bordo the receipt na kole nga tel says usinye chebo kirijo. What is wrong with that? But you see the problem go you call engine picken and divide and rule age boisien go kotor kora ibare ger ko mami jida na to mangalalen senators at the same time. This is an area then invest in senators amun nani gas kile ko introduce a bill in Senate nebo tesetab beitab chai. Good. That is good. Tesetab beitab chai chebo raia jumbo individuals. But when are we going to have a senator never introducing a bill kole kimaje ke raisen revenues from entity chimongwen multinational when
anot kitake suguma to reason
amut ku reason ko unti nebo Narok. In fact it is in the news today ku reason gole from today henceforth ku ko reason jekitilen an individual person in Ichute Gate who has complained ngono ko gotin nobody ngab jumindet ko manyo ger tiongi ko ginu ju ko jai jumindet ko moy ko jai yeah so in ile ko reason ko ngazo ko joni 20 shillings per kilo nebo kwoldo 250 shillings. What is that? That is nothing. Yeah. So it is time go get one senator go raise that issue in Senate go legimaje anago ko empoweren MCAs go raise those issues.
Mheshimiwa tos kimwa ngalal
apart from
ko kondoik asige yabwan noto nebo rutoito nebo King Charles mo ngal kondoik chebo South Rift ak chebo North Rift amun boldos talae ko bolia ko tindo press conference changen wiki komwa kole ngonyo ga ager kamwa gavana nebo Kericho Mitab Raini kole kimoche konyo gat kobaten gobe kasarta yor ngwere Mombasa ko mongolo ko rutoito nyang Mitab Kenya.
That is one of the issues chiko mo alele ni one of the issues kuna omba chai lease na mbarene relationship na Britain or Kenya in terms of that trade. The second issue ko injustices, historical injustices chigi visited on our people in whatever level. You hear people talking about Mau chigi ba certain region.
Yes.
Kimo region not na ni gitino Mau. Kina mo chigi baron mekatalili wa menza. Chigi habo yete limbo coast line no ko tai go nyogo mangu go togo su liep central. Ko ge habo yete changi magmo en. Ngobar mondo en reu ko nyogo sip ko sign an agreement Nairobi li mazaya gibi menyereo go telenana ko gir go le bor yone ko sip ko anji ni jago le wone jimbare no bage menye ke bogo ko no ni Nairobi ko magi go maba ko pa limbo Narok li no Kajiado lakini kingo itita our area koba ko fighten mau che matinot ko kimokikoi kainet kekure mau ko ki fighten biik kibek chemokimwoe che kindochin at some point koitalel arap Samoei and the other side ko kindochin biik cheu okot Meny arap Kisiara bichu kikibar en boryon. In fact mi che kikibar en sotik 1000 people che kibek en sotik che kikibar en lainit ni kimi koitalel en ele kiyoen boriet koitalel baka koitalel inendet mwenyewe ko kikibar koitalel ak biik cheto kikuren ministaek advisors che kichechik ak biik chechang makimwoe over 1000 che kibek en yoto lakini mami any compensation nekikeng'alalen akobo bichuto amun we continuously talk about it as a history lakini mami betut nekikikochi attention kele bichu ko kinyolu kekompensaten ak nesire tugul artifacts chekikoi bichu ak metoikab biik amun ki metitab koitalel kiamiten besio celebration nekibo 119 years nekibo koitalel Samoei and one of the issues ikiraisen bichoto kikole ndamukose kekonech opportunity kemwoen akechek but you see on such a state function bichoto what they managed kunyor ko ki invitation to the king's banquet. Yes. Ala state banquet. Kuba kwamis kityo king. But they could not manage to tell the king anything. Nenda kyabwa kwabota anale lingia kina samenyu kyalenda komose. Ko ingele kitaki pure leadership but you see at times ko mara ko makitinye time leaders. Yeah, nobody ko kinyolu kibur as leaders. Agi umora issues kitinge big yo. Agi go ito there's a memorandum. Even if it means even those who could fail ko so manji ki go ito as memorandum magelenji these are the wishes of the people of this country. Number one kubike kikibare mbi ketu chotillion utikwa kana ubikwa sikikwa kiwo italel. Okecha mi nebo Kipsigis nekibare koilegen mi nekibare chechang kikibar mi che kikibar che konurotin ot Nyeri makingen kele kikonoren ano che up to date ko makingen kele miono borwekwak makingen kele miono metitab koitalel makingen kele miono bortab in alak okot koitalel I mean okot kiboikut okot ngo che kikibar che kibo Kipsigis nobody knows where their bodies are mwala kole mi Nyeri lakini tom ko tinge nyi kole kibor okot Dedan Kimathi himself nobody has known where his grave is ako matinot kele those issues ko motorin zaidi ko motorin yenjebo amun in ngomager chito kage okot ndanga kile kasita chito ama kinyor borto baiswe kesachen yot bek kile kalaji chito bek kisibi paka ile boja inusi akikoy yot even 2 weeks and a whole month kicheng amu makoi ko settle bik kotor koger chito nyo kakikonor kakiaita those people are very important to their families at the same time kunyolu ko significance nebo compensation ana konyoetab kat ko kiwek tuguchoto kitu no Narok kimi kora celebration nekibo family en Narok nekikakibaren akine chito neki part of those like bonds akeiben tugu kikiib in ngoroik ak kalokutik chombo Maasai lakini kitun konyor chito en one of the museums in England akoib koteb korong kole kibo ngo tuguchu kin kotatun kesi family chikibo koib inne koteken as a responsibility konde ndege tuguchoto anyo ko hand to the family akole echek chikibore chich aya okimokiib chichoto kibare na kekonor en yoto lakini kinyo kolipan kikompensate families choto kukoi every nini lakwet nebo koyoto 40 cows those are the issues che ngo kimakisettle family noto akui yoin kokinyo kehanden over these artifacts. That is one of the issues nekonyolu kora kereisen before the king leaves this country as kora ngwendote kongen kole compensation nebo biik chekikibar. There is another issue nebo biik chekikotorogonen en Nandi kobwa Kipsigis chebo Talai chekinyo kobur en Kipsigis kidogo kora kenyo kiyum bichu akimut koba Kwasi akimut alak koba Mfangano akobo facing kabisa kiu concentration camp nekiyumchi Israelis en Germany ak Russia kotatun kityo kobo keweku bichu kewe kora up to date kotom kai konyor any compensation. You can imagine a whole community. Ne mengishe, most of them, almost 80% of them, go to live in yes quarters. While indigere legi mondo en chumbek pichu kumi chai kabisa chinyolilen che mardade che kororon che shongoni silena ne ndoko kinimjin pichu a portion of this land we settled akichek. What is wrong with that? Kugino chukobo nandi kiki pakaja kichek without imbarenik kutkungu nugumi imbarenik kiloi nukumangenji kole tatunge menye anamagemenya will live in vichota quarters. Those are issues yenyolu ke address and those are historical injustices. Ki address any issues chebode and Kimathi until the whole family was compensated billions of money. These are issues yenyolu ko raise our leaders and all is not lost. We can combine both governors chebo Kericho chebo nebo Nandi akongalale na ko ne written memoranda nenyolu keyonde Jehova. Makele ngap kawe the king
nyolu kotestai. Sikestai ngemishimwa muchandu chewache ngale ngalechu kikatiem first governor nebo Kericho. Professor Paul Chepkwony Timbule okityem through the blessings chebo county assembly cheitaban chepkondok almost 100 million kele keboisien kobaten wongito koilet noton amun kitam komangu chongindab biikab emet yomi tuyosiek kiboru kole mi maget ne ristos biik kole iye kot ko keboisien orane kenyor toretet ko ngeboisien nitet kiitlet noton en oret ne makikuitos en nguni amun kimwa gavana nebo Kericho kole marasibi laini noton ak wono kobe kou noton kityo mategen kele kiitono kikoisib gavana ako tos tagiyai ne akoto kiyai konegen.
Kiyai gavana nebo Kericho in to some extent. What I may not understand to what extent. Like there is a time he tried kutotungia bagezi kutotungia gezi in England but more uje kityo gibe kiano gezi not but he tried kumine ora shortcomings again so many other issues ngalolengelelen wangi man wangi liane wangi tono gezini. But if it was to be given the right attention, amun uongi kibo dispute in ki dispute in bared nekilelen ki own in Britain. Akule ki menye biik kyogere yuto akondo mo se compensate bijuto ki mondo en bared which is true. But I don't know like it agezi not amun mo ki manda timbelwet ko madara agezi not. But you see, the best approach, apart from compensate which I would have if it was me, because picture talk about Kericho County, Bomet County, but on edge, Joga Mazavli, Jigurin, King, Big and Baranajo Mandabi, who might be a rate or talking to squatters against Limbo or Limba Naroga, Kogi gave a quaggy bor. But the remedy, you can take the route of compensation. You can also take the route of but the most fundamental one the best route how we can both benefit.
Yes.
Benefit as long as good, for example, collect and revenue and enough revenue, 3 billion per year in every county. Would collect in Narok, I mean, Pomet, collect in Kericho, collect Nandi. That amount is more than compensation.
Yes.
3 billion is Mamundogir working in which you mara 10 billion, and it will be a one-off. But with every year collection about 3 billion, for this 3 billion, to the communities. The cottage Gulish, cottage universities, cottage Vitali, cottage Ordinary, cottage Kurebe, Kotaka in every village, every home, last mile. That is better than a compensation or one-off. So I would advise an and the route in this revenue. But in families get seriously affected. Those families you what you can easily chase the issue, the idea of compensation.
Those got in labor in the Mheshimiwa Ingage Machkial Lagamonitab Chaik, ni watching borrow 15%. Akupamun keep Chiagara Kondo Kangasarata, Kionjing Alagola, Chachunga Yan Gochemenya Chai and Reed, Kawirianga lecture chang. Those Kigo Europe and the Nigara and Kasarata no more, the Matki 15%, only get about Monogangal Gilly, Kogit, they turn to get 15%.
manyoru kandoik magiyai korong kit nebore public participation. And ngandan mara kioldoishe bichoto in a hurry, mara sait age kikuren kikoim chai anan kikoim biik, which of course I don't see it as an issue. Kele kikoim biik. These people are making a lot of money. It is not an issue nekilelen anan kakebulchi saiti kole after all mi faida chai. In fact, if you look at the foreign earner for this country, ko number one ko agriculture. And in that agriculture, the biggest earner in that agriculture, ko tea. The amount of revenue, I mean the amount of money in Kenya and export of tea is billions. It is billions of money. So it is not something negilelen amon ndakanyoru hasara the government ngokoita chai ko babita nini kutoki kure nezin mamiro bini kinyoru. But you see, it is the largest earner in agricultural sector. That means Kenya having a very deep conversation, and I think it is time also we look at such issues. Those are our inheritances. So that is our community inheritance. When such things happen, you go in the attention it deserves. After all, we signed an agreement after the promulgation of the constitution, 100 years. So let's wait for the 99 years to end as again and what to happen. Kimoja koraki yonji ngelo what you moja kwalda chito na moja kwalda ko involve in the community because that estate committed trust land. Trust land belongs to the county governments. It is managed by the county governments in trust of the people, not on their behalf. It is managing in trust or on behalf of the people of that county. So anything about that land, if it is succession, if it is transaction, if it is transfer, the community has to be involved. Yes. Which of course, in that sense, go community, go county government. But the county government speaks on behalf of the community. That means before you take any step, you do what we call public participation. Public participation, are we able to, what are we able to purchase? And you might kiandai, kukoto moalde, and our transfer at least to another person. Because you know, one way or another, we can still own it as a community. We can buy shares. When you look at most, even Safaricom, people have bought shares. Now you was talking, kimoja got shares, jetengule got 50% and 100% about the whole of this lease. What do the community say? You give a notice of 90 days. If they are interested parties, go buy shares. Which you shares about these tea estates. You submit your tender. And I think ndagi advertising kuno kuki muju kuburu communities ki muju kuburu counties akomwa kole chito ne moje shares yake ngap chai nene ili ko share it ko silingi kile libanji to je muje. Do you know we could as well have bought those shares, even half of it, yeah, without necessarily kile kyalde ju mi ndene mi gore ne kile kunget 15% nyuki gaji what that 15% is still under review going through. So I think we need to have a serious conversation around these tea estates, a constructive conversation, not a destructive one. This is also our inheritance. Unless as either in form of owning its shares. Run and management ne eje gityo kazi nyon ko ibe cheke na account ile ko zizilinga ta shares yo not necessarily ile lenye nenyo ko bongo ni chunye nenyo ko kungut geleweni directors, board of directors kelewing the board of directors like what we normally do with KTDA. Lakini the management of the estates has to be by real managers kisiro competitive competitive grounds. So I still believe all ndamo so nyalo ke have a discussion. Or nyalo ke have a discussion as a community among side go na go give one area. That thing is not for one area. Yeah. That state
mi 1000 acres chike mwa kele kimache kimos ke baraiten ton tap Kericho. Ko moane kora ko tigiro tepsen bi ave mit koro ityan. Ki mwa go negit ngalen ngo ngemwa ile kalyama ke barait kerengana. Kalyama ko 500 acres. Kalyama su wanga mai ko minginit akiburu wangi mache ke som kele iye ko chamu ke takisipten en wangre kityo mheshimiwa. So igere ile yukimache ke barait town. Kimache ke barait kabindege. Ako ke mwa ile ke chokyi. Ko woni bari iger steps ikubune ko machok togol nyolndo.
Ordinarily, or in most of the issues to do with the land, taking a long process, long procedures. But the talk nagi on jingele ke carving out 1,000 acres for a new city, a new Kericho city. If it was to be realistic, then in that 1,000 acres, kolas magi namun not less than 400 acres. Kichawen Airport, international airport. That city cannot be complete without an international airport. After all, 1,000 acres is too big for a town, for a ward, for, and a town, yeah, no more in town, below. You see, so it is partly commercial. But in my reasoning, I'm give me or English. Could you look at basing in three things in that 1,000 acres. One, go town, Kericho town. Two, go either the referral hospital. Ganantom Geogrian on the location of the referral hospital as we speak. But in that Geogrian, go somewhere around town. Kinde that 1,000 acres, part of it kinde referral hospital. Kundokia griene kwa inde ara mungi tamgutitos in Londiane agiricho ko still ngunyori marete Londiane ne accommodate ne agonyori in other amenities well and good. We have no issue. But yeah, we have no issue with that. But my main interest as one of the leaders about that area, because this is an international airport, so that we don't keep on begging Kilenjini sijui multinationals or nemwe 1 kilometer never runway. What is that? That is something I understand and if really we want to anyway, an international airport go futuristic. Remember, King Ejaba International Airport in El Red. So many people didn't understand. Kite bigara mo uli. Niko kilo goron in lane kigure no heights chiboy in chiboy elemi then in ki kuma engine ndi hit kuri mo indirect. Yo jenyo kosungu kangoro siguru kuri boy. Ki kuma so many things. But in the end, Eldoret kuma international airport they were only talking about the expansion of the runway as a with cargo. Yes. Cargo amuga gona big nkunu ko ngala lenga lega temisyoji. You look for example fruits je exported direct mawe chitunyo ligere nguno mawe jumi na Naivasha reo kutumo gibu ba Nairobi to gitile ne ba Eldoret with the dual carriage of the international airport ketile ngo ba yonita. Remember, Motindo International Airport, the neighboring, most of the neighboring counties, Motindo Nakuru, Motindo Nandi, Motindo Gagamega, Genyoru International Airport. So you see, with this Eldoret, it's very vital. It is the same way in Nyongericho, Motindo the neighboring counties. Motindo Bomet, Motindo Gisi, Motindo Nyamira, Motindo Narok, Motindo, although we are working on the Narok one. Yeah, we are actually on stages, advanced stages, Motindo Nande. With an international airport in Giricho, let me tell you, that area will turn into a commercial hub. Kericho will become one of the latest commercial cities, a good destination for everybody. You turn these estates into a tourist attraction. You turn the Mau forest, the adjacent to the estate. You get from Kericho Reyu, or you do you know you can do to low no give me out or waterfalls you meet the Noriti me waterfall never so ngonyo meet the Noriti on and then you will be shocked. You get a jib ginab or two jigitum guy. Okay, nobody access there because it is inaccessible. But you can do these cable cars. Chichome chumbek ne, you know it can akot chang diong kimi yoto, mi mososiek, miten ndiriziek, miten Columbus, chuto kuren in meta in mososiek chuki koroitik. How many people will come and say, ata bikibendi Rwanda kumotindo tiongi chukitindo Masai Mara, lakini tindo osnet neu nebo Kericho. Nebwone chumbek nyokokere mososiek, nyokokere in chimpanzees, nyokokere Columbus chukan, koroitik chukan. Akobakach rabinik kemwa. Kericho can be an international tourist attraction. Kwanza kabja inene ngong'et chito en town rewa cable car kubun chaik paka osnet iko. How beautiful is that? Akete juti lodges chikoron nea che mi orit. You know, these ideas you discuss but in good cake have now these 1,000 acres. Okay, no 400 acres in the international airport. Matingu lejita mami chita neri pe Kericho. Why not? Kericho koron temperatures echi kukoron ne. Kuristo karan. Peke mi Kericho kukoron. A tourist will stay in Kericho even for 1 month.
Asiko mwanta mheshimiwa ne mache ketech ko kasarta kono amun
it is the time.
Kotindoi serikalit.
Correct.
Lakini kali asomo ngolen duket agenge.
No, you know.
Ko tebi kole mi kibagenge nebo kondukab kolenjin amun ko kumwoe kele ko cherargei korong ndege nebo kerenge asitubi loje kambuzi kele.
Ko kolisi agre cherargei. But you see that is a reality. Maginyo ko kila makwama the first lady.
Amoi chamwa kebe kwa mngere no chamuto mgebat ngito. Kale mami ka ndege ndege loje kambuto. Chitab kolenjin
Kericho.
Kimiten studio ak Johana Ngeno MP nebo Emurua Dikirr metwage kiweksei na Matia.